Tic Tac lids have a little crater in them that perfectly dispenses a single Tic Tac. I myself am guilty of extracting Tic Tacs the wrong way up until now, but then again, who actually eats a single Tic Tac? I much prefer to pour about 5 in my hand, then shove them in my mouth and gobble them all at once. The dimple in the bottom of a wine bottle is known as a punt. The punt is known to serve a few uses, but I'll just explain the main one. Historically, flat-bottomed bottles were hand-blown and would occasionally result in deformities. Those deformities sometimes prevented the bottle from standing up straight and would make it prone to tipping over. The punt came about as a solution to this. They would tie it off and push the excess up into the bottle. Problem solved. Even though today we have much more advanced methods of glass moulding, we still keep the punt simply because of tradition. Have you ever been at the petrol station and wondered what those little brackets on the top of the nozzle hose are? No, me neither. Well, some people actually fill up their car and forget to remove the nozzle. Those brackets at the top are a magnetic safety feature that snaps away when forgetful people drive off with the hose still in their car. If you buy a drink from, say, Starbucks, McDonald's, Burger King, or anywhere that sells drinks in those throwaway cups, obviously they come with those little plastic lids. Now, the main use of them is to stop the drink from spilling out, but did you know they also double as a coaster? They clip on the base of the cup perfectly, but I think I'd much prefer to use it to prevent spills. I'll bet that almost every pot and pan in your kitchen has a hole in the handle. Now, most people would say that this is for hanging them up, and they'd be right, but they also have another use. You can use it to hold a utensil instead of putting it on the side after stirring your bolognese. Have you ever been on a plane and seen those tiny little holes in the windows and wondered what they're for? They're called bleed holes, and believe it or not, they're actually there for our safety. Since pressure changes in the cabin during the flight, it's also necessary to equalize the pressure between the windows, hence the little hole. It also ensures that the outer pane bears the most pressure, so if there ever were a situation that caused added strain on the windows, it would be the outside panel that blows out, which would still keep you relatively safe. If you're watching this video on a PC or a laptop, take a look at your keyboard, in particular the letters F and J. You'll notice that they're the only keys with a small raised line on them. But why is that? Well, these keys are on the home row, and those lines act as a guide for people to correctly position their hands without having to look down at